to Connecticut pride, Vermont's green hills take it all in stride. Massachusetts traffic we grip and we grind with a Dunkin' iced coffee and no peace of mind. So New England, stand up proud. Shouters think we shout it loud. From Fenway Chance to Rhode Island pride, New Hampshire's trying to free or die. So New England, with Ian Brownhill.
Good friggin' morning from New England, folks, and welcome back to episode 39 of the So New England podcast. I'm your host, Ian Brownhill, joined by my most annoying best friend ever, Robert Travisano. All things life's better in New England, and the most handsome guy on the camera, which is why he's behind it, Vincent Guineri. As always, guys, we do our very best to bring you some of the most amazing voices, people in the community here in New England, and today we have a very special guest. So without further ado, RJ, why don't you give us one of your wonderful, long-winded conversational introductions?
You say the most hurtful things. You know how hard it is to find a good restaurant nowadays. And I don't mean the kind you always go to, where you get the same old thing every time. You go there because it's comfortable and you know what you're going to get. I'm talking the one you've never heard before, but the food absolutely bangs. Well, that's where our next guest comes in. He does us Rhode Islanders the justice of making sure those places get the love and support they need. And let me just say, this isn't one of those guys whose palate for a specific type of food is boring. Our guest today is going to eat it all. Desserts, dinners, snacks, specialty foods. Or if you want a little taste of culture, Asian food, Spanish, and our favorite here on the pod, Italian cuisine, is for sure on the menu. And that's just a taste of what our guest today is all about. You see what I did there? This might be the hardest episode for me today to focus on anything because you know when it comes to food, how your boy gets. So without further ado, with 50,000 foodies backing him up from the smallest state in the union, a fellow roadie and food fanatic, we welcome our guest, the food guy, Nicholas Perkins, a.k.a. Perk Eats to the pod.
How did that feel?
That was good. That was a good introduction.
Yeah.
I like that.
Not bad, right? Kind of give you a little lowdown of what you're all about. Sometimes, you forget. You get wrapped up in all of the delicious foods you're eating. You forget that you're a staple here and people rely on you for all your food advice.
Yeah.
Nick, welcome on. Thank you for making time to come and be here, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're wicked pumped, especially this guy. He has been sweating all day thinking about all the food recommendations you're going to give him.
I woke up dripping. Dripping.
All right, so as we always do here on the pod, we would love to get a little bit about you, Nick. How did you end up getting to where you are today?
So I've always had a love for food, all different types of food, and I've always posted it. And then one day, one of my friends, he said, "Why don't you make a food page?" And I didn't know anything about it at the time, or foodies or social media influencers. So I just started it as just like a thing, just to post what I'm eating. And then eventually it grew. It's still not huge, but we're getting there. And a lot of people have said that they've used my recs and gone to the places, and they're like, "Oh, this I never heard of this spot. It was really good." And so I enjoy doing that and trying new foods, new cuisines, new places. The whole social media food scene, there's a lot of good food people out there, locally, nationally, and I love trying out new places.
That's awesome. I saw that your first food post technically was PVD donuts, right? So you had like a picture of a food, but your first food review was the buff mac and cheese or something like that. That was on a donut. Did you do that yourself, or was that a PVD special?
It was a special. It was actually the Super Bowl week 2 years ago.
Okay.
I saw it and I was like, that's really weird and funky. And I like trying stuff like that. So up to that point, I just post pictures of food, but I thought I'd review it, and that started the whole food reviewing thing. And I thought it'd be terrible, but it wasn't. I'm so curious what that combo is. But I have had like a burger, like with donut as the bun before. Have you ever had that? Yeah, at the Big E, I had that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't have it at the Big E. I had it at
you know what?
Aruga's.
I'm going to take over for this episode because clearly the food is right here. All right, here we go. No.
Just an extra medium shirt. That's all. That's actually fascinating though. Like the mac and cheese on a donut. Okay. So when you started doing this whole like food thing,
yep.
Was your intent to try and help other people, or was it just for you to go and consume really delicious food?
It was kind of just to consume delicious food, and then after a while, people like, yeah, I went to the place that you posted. And I was like,
Right.
I was like, wow, I didn't know people actually really did that.
Power of social media is
Yeah.
really cool,
Yeah.
right?
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And a couple places have said that since your post, a lot of people like the business has been up, and I was like, wow, I didn't know I could have that type of impact like that.
Right, right.
You got pull now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got pull.
I think they call it influence. That's where the word influencer comes from, right? He goes there,
it
he
is.
eats, and then it's
That's
just,
a good point. Yeah.
I'm just trying to teach you daywalkers how that works.
Yeah. Us 9-to-5ers, these full-time people.
So when you started kind of getting into the whole food scene, was there a particular type of food that you gravitated to like right off the rip, where when you started creating content, you were like, this is the type of food that I should be like posting about? Because obviously we're in Rhode Island, so Italian food is going to be like the hot market to start.
Yeah, that's my favorite food. I love Italian food, pizza, pasta. So it was mainly that and kind of like burgers, fries, like the traditional stuff.
Right, right.
And since then, I've kind of tried to expand the palate a little bit and try different types of cuisines. And I've had a lot of good stuff.
Awesome. And you're from
Johnston.
Johnston. You're a big Johnston guy. What's the food scene like in Johnston?
It's all right. There's a few good spots.
Okay. So when you started, did you start originally like in the Johnston area, or did you immediately come to Providence to?
Kind of more Providence. I've only been. I only think I have a few posts in Johnston. I know Barlino I went to when it opened.
Great place.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Was that your? It's like you were reading a romance novel the way you did that. Just great place.
I don't know what that was.
Sorry about him.
He's cool.
We should be taking the mic away. He shouldn't have one. That's awesome. So when you are curating this food, like how do you go about like filming your content? Like, do they invite you out, or do you just like specifically go to these places that you've been researching and you try like a particular menu item? How do you walk me through your content process of how you source these companies and restaurants and go from there?
So it's not usually one. I don't follow one strict specific thing. Usually, I'll reach out to places. A lot of places reach out to me, and if I see that the menu looks interesting and there's been other people that have went there and liked it, that'll definitely make me kind of want to go there.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So give us the Rhode Island food scene then. Talk to us about it. Like, what is it like? Where should people be going?
The Rhode Island food scene's awesome because we have so many different types of food here. We don't have like kind of one thing. I love the seafood. In the summer, there's so many good spots kind of down near the beach and even up here that have that. So I love that. But we have all different cultures, like Asian cuisine. I just started getting into Indian cuisine, and that's been good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, I don't know much about the Indian cuisine. I don't do spicy. Is all Indian food like spicy or?
No, it's not overly spicy. Like it's not really hot, but a lot of it has a kick to it.
Yeah.
For sure.
He wouldn't.
What do you mean?
It would.
What do you mean?
Well, like chicken marsala. That's like
Yeah, but
kinda
you
like-
know how he is. Leaving the tiniest bit of spice.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
spice.
No, I don't
he
do
can't
spice,
do it,
man.
yeah.
I'm Irish.
Irish food, another food that I really love.
Yeah.
Love Rubens, corned beef, cabbage.
Ooh, see, now you're talking dirty. To this old Irishman over here. Cute it off. Although that sounded Scottish. I don't know what the fuck that was.
We tried.
Okay. Anyways.
It's early.
All right, so Dave Portnoy came through here and he reviewed some pizza places. Have you been to those pizza places?
I've been to at Johnson. He went to DePaul Mary's, so
Right.
I've been there a lot. Which I'm shocked he went there because they're known for just pizza strips, and I know he didn't like it. I knew he wouldn't.
Yeah. It's like an acquired taste.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What's your review on like Rhode Island like type of foods, like pizza strips, coffee milk?
I love coffee milk, like hot wieners. I love Oneyville, New York system.
Yes.
Love it.
Say that one more time, please. Nice and slow.
Oneyville, New York system.
Do not
Sorry.
like what
That
would
was
we-
awesome.
Yeah. He's not here for your pleasure.
That one was. Clip that for me specifically.
I'm not huge on pizza strips. I
Okay.
it's
Hot
very,
take.
It's very specific. Like if it's a hot sunny day and it's like I like some type of outdoor party, it's snacking on one's good, but it's not real pizza in my opinion. It's just bread with tomato sauce.
Wow.
Drop it like
Really,
it's hot.
really coming for the Rhode Island food scene right there.
Yeah.
What about you, Vin?
I like a pizza strip.
Yeah, pizza. I don't know. I'm a fan, but you're saying it's got to be like a very
Specific.
curated moment for
I
you.
like
Yeah,
that take though,
yeah.
like on a nice
I respect
hot sunny
that.
day.
Yeah.
I respect that.
So what I wanted to know is we've asked this a couple foodies before too. Take us through a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner,
Ooh, yeah.
maybe a couple snacks in between, and just think your stomach's bottomless pit. It's not gonna. You can eat all this food on a day for you. Where were you going?
Yeah, where you
Where
going?
you
That's
stopping?
a tough one.
You can add in snacks, right? You can be like breakfast, snack, lunch. So that way you don't have to only have 3.
What are your top 3 least favorite chores?
Ooh, that's easy. Laundry, having to fold the laundry and then trying to put that laundry away.
So the whole laundry process. Yeah, I'm truly convinced that my dryer eats my socks.
I wouldn't doubt it. But this wouldn't be happening if you would just sign up for Happiness Laundry, like I told you.
You tell me a lot of things.
That's fair. But when it comes to wicked convenient things like this that can save you time, you should listen.
I'm vaguely remembering this now.
Yeah, there we go. You take your dirty clothes, you put them in the provided bag, and then schedule a pickup through the app. Leave it outside for them to grab. You remembering all this now?
Yeah, but I don't need it every week, nor do I need another subscription.
You don't do your laundry every... Okay, you know what? It doesn't matter because you can customize it with any day that you need, and there's no contracts. You don't have to worry about a subscription.
But what happens to all my clothes?
What do you mean? You think they're just stealing your undies? They bring it back washed, dried, and folded. Right back to the place where you left it to begin with. 24 hours later. Fast, professional, convenient. The only downside is I can't seem to convince them to put it away for me as well.
Yeah, but you know me, I'm picky. I like my laundry a certain way.
Again, Sassy Pants, you can go online or in the app and customize the detergents, temperatures, and how you want it folded.
This kind of sounds like you're promoting them right now.
That's because I am. All listeners can get 10% off their first bag on us. Just use promo code SONEWENGLAND. That is SONE now.
Breakfast. I'm not honestly a huge breakfast guy, but
It hurts my feelings,
does
Nick.
it? Sorry.
I'm a breakfast guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm also, again, I'm Irish in
Yeah.
a very Italian state. So
For breakfast, I'd say I do love a good bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel.
okay.
Hash browns, love that.
Where are you getting that from?
Dunkin' does have a good one.
Oh, my guy gets it right
That's
there.
how I started this morning.
Don't forget your $6 meal deal at Dunkin'. You get a little bag, you get a hash browns and a bacon, egg, and cheese.
There we
and
go.
a medium ice. Or
Thanks,
hot, because I like hot coffee from time to time. Anyways, continue.
For snacks, if I'm having a snack at home, I love like a rice cake with peanut butter on it.
Oh,
and
okay.
bananas.
All right. A little Elvis. Elvis does that. Peanut butter banana sandwiches.
Does he?
Yeah. Not in right. Well,
did he?
Did
He did, yeah.
Did he?
He did, yeah. But it was like a toasted sandwich. Everyone knows that. It's called the Elvis. Right? You guys know that?
Yeah, I know.
Have you heard that before?
Nope.
Okay, well, the more you learn. Or I could be completely incorrect. I
Is
don't
it one
know.
of
The
those
internet will
things
tell us after this.
Sheila told you, and you just stuck with you for the.
You do not use my mother's name in vain.
For lunch, I'd say probably like a burgers and fries. If it's the summer, I'd say a good lobster roll is the perfect lunch.
Ooh, okay. You're being real professional here, Nick. I need you to tell me, who are you getting your burger from?
Yeah.
Who are you getting your lobster roll from?
Burger, probably my favorite burger might be from Smash Burger from There.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where is
I
that?
love there.
Is that there or over there? Sorry. I've never heard of that. Is there the restaurant?
It's a burger joint.
Okay.
They actually just put one in the new Track 15.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay. We haven't been over there yet.
Ooh,
Why
that
don't we do that
sounds
for
fun.
lunch today? Try out the track 15?
Very busy. Continue, Nick.
You definitely should try Track 15.
all
They
right,
have
cool.
7 great places in there.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah. For dinner,
Lobster roll first. I need to know where you're getting your lobster roll from.
probably Dunes Brothers. I think they have the best one.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
If you're going for a hot lobster roll, then Dunes Brothers. If you're going for a cold, probably Matuna Oyster Bar is the best one for cold.
Ooh, all right. All right. Got some hot takes in there.
We needed that one.
We didn't have to have it now that I think about it. You should have said Iggy's, but that's fine, Nick.
Iggy's does have a good one.
They
I
do.
do love Iggy's, especially their clam cakes.
Oh yeah, clam cakes and
Yeah.
chowder.
Yep.
Chef's kiss. All right, what is your post-lunch pre-dinner snack? And where is it from? rice cakes and peanut butter banana from your house, grocery store.
Yep.
However, if you're going to have a snack somewhere else, where are you going? We say the word snack loosely, though. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get you to mention some restaurants that you like.
Yeah.
We're taking notes over here.
Yeah. You got me
The
stumped.
snack's like a tough one. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
snack's a tough
Yeah.
one. You got
You
me.
can
I
do
think
like
frisky fries or something.
I was gonna say,
like
think of it like maybe like an
truck.
early dinner. Maybe you're stopping somewhere like quick. You're not gonna sit down and eat. Like
Okay.
like a quick grab and go on the move.
On the move. More like a fast food type place you're talking about.
Anything quick.
Literally, it could be. I'm saying it could be anything.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
just like,
You can skip the snack and go right to dinner.
Yeah,
too.
if you're not a
I
snack-
usually go right to dinner. I'm not,
All right,
I'm
so
not a
no
big
snack. We'll go right to dinner.
Right
Where you going to dinner? What are you having?
By the way, it'd be Elvis sandwich, peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwich.
Yes.
Ooh,
I don't do the bacon,
that's
but yes.
interesting. It's an interesting.
It's a
combo.
good combo. It's like sweet and salty. Stop doing that. Don't breathe so
Sorry.
heavy in there. Let him
I
focus.
pulled it back. See, I'm a big.
There's so many good places.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on the mood. Like
Ooh, okay.
Like
yeah, I was just
what?
gonna
If you
say.
narrow it down to like the type of food, I could come up with a spot, but just one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we want it to be like whatever your favorite
yeah,
is.
do you? So like for me,
What's your favorite mood to be in?
hungry.
Hungry. Yeah, that's a good answer.
I know it's not like a homey spot. It's not like a just a one or two local spots, but the Texas Roadhouse in what is it, East Greenwich?
This guy
Hold on,
just
I know,
came at
I
us
know,
with
I know.
Texas Roadhouse.
I'm trying to spark some controversy and maybe piss him off a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. But those damn dinner rolls, man.
Dinner rolls are good.
I
there.
could eat just those, and they don't skim. They'll give them
With
to
the,
you all night.
What do they have? The cinnamon butter on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
Oof.
I haven't been there in
It's fine.
forever.
You just sit back and relax. It's okay.
Any chance this guy gets to talk about those cinnamon rolls or those rolls with the cinnamon butter?
It's great. Slapped in butter.
So are you going to like Matunic Oyster Bar? Are you getting I know you say you like seafood. So are you getting seafood? Or are you getting a little bit more burgers, meat stuff?
Probably more meats.
Okay.
Seafood's kind of more like a treat in the summer if I'm down at the beach.
Dare I say a snack?
Could be a snack.
So if you had an Italian spot you could pick, because we do have those.
We
So
do. We have a lot of
We
those.
got some great Italian spots. And hopefully this doesn't spark any controversy, but Italian night, me and you, we're going to
Probably Massimo. They have good Italian.
Thank you. Thank you.
Their carbonara is really good.
yeah.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, it's way better than Sienna.
Oof.
Okay.
Well, I don't go to
Watch your mouth when you're talking to me.
yeah.
I really like Sienna. I've never been to Massimo's.
I wouldn't go to
Where is
Siena
Massimo's?
for
Down on
Italian
Federal
food.
Hill.
Right on Federal Hill over here.
Is it? Oh, that's probably why I've never been. I don't really do Federal Hill much.
Yeah.
You like the Federal Hill food scene?
It's I haven't I don't go up there much.
Yeah.
To
I
be
feel like the
honest.
nostalgia is really all that's left up there.
Yeah.
That and now.
Yeah.
That and hookah lounges.
A lot of hookah lounges up there. Yeah.
So now that we're going to talk about like moods and genres, what's like a light summer experience for food for you, right? Because we're the ocean state. A lot of people come here to travel and go to the beach, stuff like that. That's why I would love like more of like a recommendation. Maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be like what you would consume or like what your favorite is, but like what would be a good day for someone that's coming and visiting?
Coming and visiting. I probably my favorite summer spots probably Cellos.
Oh,
Cellos
okay.
on the water.
And Warwick.
Yeah.
All right.
I love their clam cakes and chowder. Is my favorite in the state.
Ooh, okay, cool. So, well, there you go. Strike two, Nick. Strike two, Nick. So you're saying the whole day, just go to Cellos, hang out. They do have live music. They've got
Yeah,
good food.
no, yeah.
It's a vibe.
It's a good vibe there. Yeah.
Are you a calamari guy? You like calamari?
I love calamari.
Love calamari. It's
Yeah.
delicious stuff. Absolutely delicious. So now when you're kind of going through your food scene and you're at a restaurant, you're trying to come up with like content ideas, because I think you do a really great job of making everything look like very aesthetic, right? I was watching the one you did with, it was an ice cream one where they make like waffle cones. There's like a K in it.
Tizzy Case.
Yeah, Chizzy, yeah, there you go.
They don't have waffle cones, but they
Well,
have
it's
the,
like
the
a-
cereal ice cream. Oh, cow.
Cow. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was looking at that, and it's just like very aesthetic. So when you are kind of creating your content, like I said before, I would like to kind of know just like what the intent is. Like, is it always just about the aesthetics, or is it about like when you were selecting working with someone, like what their food options are? How do you kind of come up with your content here?
So I usually ask the place what like their best what they're known for, what their best food is, and I try to get that because usually every place there's something that they're known for. A lot of people that don't like places that kind of just are ordering wrong, kind of.
Yeah.
I know food's very, very subjective, but so that's why I kind of try to focus on the aesthetics more than just my personal opinion on the food. And I usually ask if I could get. I like to show the process of it being made. A lot of people like watching that, so I usually ask the place if it's all right if I can film some of that.
Right.
They usually say yeah because that if it's their best stuff and the lighting's right and I can make it look good, they always appreciate that.
Gotcha. Now, when you were growing up, did you always have like a passion for food? Like why was food kind of like, I know you said you like to eat and you're like, oh yeah, your friends kind of told you, but I'm curious, like, is there a food background for you?
I know I've mentioned I always love food. Like whenever I went on vacations with my family, I would always look forward to the food the most. Especially, I remember when I was a kid after like sports games, my mom used to take me to work. To somewhere new that night that I liked, and I always looked forward to that, and I get really excited about food more than just like the average person.
Right. So it's all about the experience, trying something new, kind of going through the cadence of it.
But I kind of still like the basics too. I hate kind of to admit this, but I like fast food a lot too.
Ooh, okay. There's a hot take for you.
Yeah,
what are your fast food places?
Taco Bell's my favorite.
Ooh, wow, really?
I do.
I'm surprised that like a foodie would want like a Taco Bell. Like,
yeah. Well, there's a lot of like fast food foodies out there that really
is that like a secret of the dark web I did not know about?
Oh no, there's a lot of them.
I just assumed when you have such a like an expansive palate that really enjoys and knows what high quality food is that you wouldn't do a Taco Bell.
It's actually the opposite. It's like chocolate. You ever had like a Hershey bar and you're like, wow, this smacks? And then you have like really, really, really nice dark chocolate and you're like, ugh. But it's like, it's supposed to be fancy top of the line chocolate.
No, it's never happened.
Oh, we'll see. He hasn't had like McDonald's or fast food since we were in high school. So you know, like I said, I'm going to take over this podcast. You just, I'm done listening now.
All right. So then
Taco Bell.
I'm surprised about the Taco Bell. So what about Mexican food here in Rhode Island? It doesn't do it for you?
No, it's good too. There's a lot of good taco spots here. My favorite's probably Lake Taco in Coventry.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Ooh,
Shout out Gus Colpo and the Colpo family.
Yep.
They own that over there.
Yep,
That's
they do.
awesome. What is your go-to order at Taco Bell then?
I like the grilled cheese burrito. It's always my staple.
Grilled cheese burrito. I've never even heard of that.
It's a
Sounds
burrito.
good
today.
It's pretty much just a burrito with rice, meat, and like Fritos in it, and then they grilled cheese on top of it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, especially after a night out, it's perfect. Yeah,
That's great.
Where are you going for a night out?
I kind of lately I've been kind of staying local, either Johnson or Providence.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because I'm thinking when you go out, you're going to a restaurant. So I'm thinking you're leaving a restaurant and then you're getting Taco Bell.
Oh no, I'm talking
You
about
dirty
kind of night
dog.
out.
Double dipping.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Nacho Mama's in Barrington? Originally from Bristol, but they're in Barrington now.
I've not.
You should check it out. Tell
That's
me
the
him
best.
sent you.
That's the best Mexican food around. You want to
Is
talk
it?
about a good burrito, and they stuff it to the brim.
I'll have to put that on the list.
Fantastic.
Definitely.
They actually catered my wedding. That's how good they were.
Really? Wow.
An Irish guy with a Mexican
they did
catering.
not
Did not
miss.
go over well with my mother.
No,
Everyone else though.
Yeah, everyone else loved it.
Everybody else. It was so good.
And then I had the Iggy's food truck pull up because that's the best clam cakes and chowder in the state. Sorry, excuse me. Something in my throat.
Shout out Dave.
What would you say is the best food town in Rhode Island?
The easy answer is Providence, just because there's so many,
So much more.
so much
many
more than
options.
everywhere else.
Plethora.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. Yeah.
Like that?
That's good. Look at you. Wow, I was trying to fucking.
You weren't going to do it.
Unbelievable. Is there an underrated town in Rhode Island for food that you're like,
Underrated.
like you've gone there and you're like, wow, the food scene here is really good and a lot of people don't know about it? Like, is Foster, Gloucester a good food scene?
I don't head up that way too often.
Typical Johnston person.
I don't think anyone heads up that way.
Yeah, it's very
Where
not
is
much
that?
up there.
No. You said up. I was like, that's over. Isn't
Yeah,
that
it's
over
kind
there?
of
It's
west.
over there.
Yeah.
That's Connecticut.
Yeah, it's going towards Connecticut.
Yeah, where we don't go.
Your favorite state.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I will say, I know. Speaking of Connecticut, but when we talked about Mexican food, I think we've gone there. Rio Salate and Mystic.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, the food, the presentation, the atmosphere, the whole spot. If you ever trek down there, it's not too far over the border. It's like 10, 15 minutes, but the Mexican cuisine, so good. They have loaded nachos, and they actually layer them instead of just dropping it all on the top, so you don't eat all the good stuff, and then you're stuck
Just
with
chips
nachos.
underneath, yeah.
And then they have this churro coffee ice cream dessert, and it's so good because the ice cream comes out nice and cold, and the churro is like this. It's like a cigar. This thing is huge, and it's
We'll get a picture up
warm. Absolute, as Ian would say, chef's kiss, because it is so good. The perfect little combo. But
Wow, it sounds like a place Perk Eats would be.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
I'm a huge dessert guy. I love anything that's sweet like that.
And that's
Okay, all right. So tell us, where's your favorite dessert place here in Rhode Island?
favorite dessert place. If it's ice cream, there's a lot of good. I like Tizzy K's for ice cream. I think Cow. Those probably two of my favorites. Laura's Bar and Grill actually has a lot of fancy desserts.
Oh, this is true. Laura's Bar and Grill. I wouldn't say that they're underrated because they're very well known,
Yeah.
but they're in Smithfield.
Oh,
You know, by the old Citizens Training Facility up in Smithfield on what is it, Plainfield Pike?
Yep.
Or is it just it's at the other road? There's like Plainfield
Yeah,
Pike.
the one after that.
and there's
Yeah.
the one after I forget what it is.
Close enough.
But it's in like
Plainfield Pike.
It's in North Smithfield.
North Smithfield,
Yeah.
excuse me. Yeah.
That's a hike.
Yeah. But it's right off 295.
It's right
man.
off the highway. Yeah.
It's right next to Seasons Corner Market. That's where I go and film all this stuff. But anyways, Laura's Bar and Grill, very, very good spot.
Nice place. The atmosphere is there.
Energy's
really
good. A lot of different food options. Their mac and cheese I had once was pretty good.
They have a great mac and
love
cheese.
Like a pulled pork mac and cheese.
Were you about to say buffalo?
I was, but people make mistakes. Move on.
I was
Okay,
gonna say,
forget
there's
about
no
it.
way. You aren't gonna
Loser.
have any buffalo.
All right. So, how well traveled are you when it comes to food? Have you gone up to a lot of the other New England states and had some food?
Yeah, I've been to New Hampshire, Maine. I've been to every state except for Vermont. It's the only New England state I haven't been in.
Basically, Canada.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
Canada. There's not
Yeah.
much out there anymore.
So if you hit all five,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was the food scene experience like? Like, what did you have while you were there? Did you have any of like Maine lobster in Maine?
Yes, I had.
Is it truly that much better?
I think it is. The lobster roll up in Maine. I believe they had I've had a warm and cold up there. I think they're known for the cold.
Yeah, they're definitely known.
But
for
I
it,
still the one I got was like a hot truffle butter. Right on the pear, and it was tiny, but it was great.
That sounds fantastic. Vin looked like he was confused. He's like, truffle butter, like that song by Drake?
That immediately went in my
I know. I was like looking at it. I was like, truffle butter is the thing, Vin. And how about New Hampshire? What does New Hampshire have for food that's like a staple? They have like
guns,
they have apple cider donuts.
violence.
The Muddy Moose was probably my go-to spot up in New Hampshire. Love it there.
Very poorly timed. That was supposed to be a shout. That's for New Hampshire, but
Live free or die.
what was it? I'm sorry. You said
The in New Hampshire?
Yes.
The Muddy Moose restaurant. It's in
Muddy Moose,
North
okay.
Conway.
okay, cool. We'll have to check that one
yeah.
out. And how about Massachusetts now?
Oh,
Because
a
now this
lot
is
of
the big
good-
comparison: Rhode Island Italian food scene versus like the Boston North End, and just the food scene in general. Like,
I haven't been to any of the restaurants on the North End. It's not
Ooh,
a spot
okay.
I've been. It's on the. I definitely got to head up there.
a lot of really good spots up there.
Yeah,
A lot of really good
I was gonna
spots.
say you could probably do some serious damage up there.
yeah,
For sure.
Absolutely.
yeah. I've heard the Italian food up there is great.
The one there, I don't remember. It was a very long time ago in high school. We were at a track meet and we went to dinner as a team that night. And it was the first time I feel like I ever had like out of my home real Italian food. Cause when they brought it out, it was like everything was like buffet style.
Family style.
Style. Thank you. I didn't even know the word.
Buffet style.
You know,
What kind of Italian is this guy?
you know how I do at a buffet.
Call it family style. How you doing?
But it was like insane. The chicken parm pieces were like that big and it came on a plate of 4. It was insane, but it was so good. And I just don't know where it was. I have no idea. I'm hoping one day I'm going to say
Wow,
that to
dude.
somebody.
What a fucking sick story.
I was hoping never mind.
That was so.
Cut
That was
that.
so. No, keep
Cut
that
that.
in. I want
Cut
everyone
that.
to hear that.
Cut
and
that.
moving, invigorating
It
story.
wasn't
right there.
supposed to be invigorating. I'm
I
trying.
went to a restaurant and got food. I don't remember the name of it, but it was good.
Very, very helpful.
How about Connecticut? Have you eaten in Connecticut much? Where the
Kinda
hot
just
lobster
the-
roll is from originally?
Yeah, it was. I kind of just the only time I go to Connecticut really is for the casinos, like Mohegan or Foxwoods. That's-
Ooh, okay. Gotcha. How about the restaurants in there? You ever been to the Michael Jordan restaurant in Mohegan? Or what restaurants did you eat at when you were in Mohegan?
Mohegan, I have had the Michael Jordans a while ago.
It's a good spot.
Good, not the best I've ever had.
Oh, okay, cool. I like it. I love the
I was gonna
honesty.
say we're big fans of Lansdowne in there. Lansdowne
I
Pub.
Oh yeah, that's
Love
a good
that
spot. That's a
Love
good
that
spot.
I haven't been there.
They have a good shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
It's like a baked
Couldn't,
shepherd's pie. It's
he
really good.
ordered that, and I was like, "That's the craziest thing I've ever seen someone."
You're
order
in
at
an
a
Irish
restaurant.
pub and you get shepherd's
Yeah,
pie.
but
That's like the perfect thing
It
to order.
looked good. It did.
It was delicious.
I mean,
and I
I-
think, what did you get?
Probably.
You probably got something to eat and it was really good, but you don't remember, right?
Never gonna live that one down. You better cut that.
Do not cut it. Okay.
You cut it.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about like New England, right? So obviously we're known for very specific foods in general. So I would love for you to rank. Stop touching me.
That I
It's very distracting.
was gonna say that hair was not blonde. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh boy. We're obviously known here for our food scene.
Yep.
In New England as a whole. So if you don't mind, I would like for you to kind of rank like your top 3 New England foods.
Oneyville hot wieners. I think they hit.
Wieners number 1.
Probably lobster roll.
Lobster rolls number 2. So what are you going with number 3?
Number 3, pizza, an acceptable answer.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's your
Connecticut's part
answer,
of
bro.
New England, unfortunately. And New Haven pizza's the best. So
True. We keep them in New England so we can say we.
I'll
have
give you
good
top 5
pizza.
because I want to hear. I know you got more in there.
Yeah, let me.
Think about this. Think about this. Clam cakes, chowder.
Love clam
whoopie
cakes and
pies. You know, technically, American chop suey is from New England. Fun fact. I don't know if you guys know that, but that originated here, which is just meat
I
and
didn't know that.
pasta sauce. But you know,
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
I know I'm right.
That checks out. Good job.
You guys are so useless today with your information. Don't worry about that, Nick. It's just you and I in here.
It's something that's just New England.
We count things like Awful Waffles from Newport Creamery.
Those are great.
Those are delicious
Haven't
too.
had-
I mean, we
haven't
got
had
like
one of
Ben and
those.
Jerry's. We got the apple cider donuts. What else we have? 99 restaurants from here. Legal Seafoods from here. Bertucci's is from here. What else do we have? I mean, we can stick with those
weird
top 3.
three-way sandwich that everyone talks about. That's
Oh, 3-way from Kelly's Roast Beef.
Yep.
Yeah. You ever been to Kelly's Roast Beef?
I have not been there.
Oh, it's a good spot.
Where's that?
It's up in the North Shore, correct?
yeah, North Road.
That's another.
They
one
have a lot of
those,
locations now. It's not just one, but I think it's from the North Shore originally.
I was gonna say that's another one like Oneyville 3 all the way.
Yeah.
And then these. Correct me here because I
I don't know. I could be wrong,
But it's a 3-way and it's like some kind of roast beef sandwich. When we had on the Deli Boys and
Wiggy.
when we talked to Wiggy at Matt Light's Foundation, they kind of heard us but got it confused. So it's something to check out.
I'll definitely add that to the
let
list.
us know what you find because I'm interested. I mean, I'm not a big roast beef guy. I guess that's what it is. I don't know.
Sure.
But yeah,
I do.
So-
I like a good roast beef sandwich. I don't get that often, but if it's good, I'll love it.
That's a good statement right there. Perk Eats. If it's good, I'll love it. That's your slogan right there.
That's my new slogan. I like
You
it.
gotta get that on a shirt. Perk Eats. If it's good, I'll love it.
that's great.
All right. So if you were going to rank New England food states in order, how would you do that?
I'd probably go Rhode Island, probably 1.
Ooh, okay.
A little biased there because I've had the most.
Right.
most here.
But hey, listen, you're not wrong.
Yep.
I don't think you're wrong.
I don't either.
I'll go Rhode Island 1. Maybe Maine 2.
Because you're a seafood guy.
Seafood guy. Yep.
So that makes a lot of sense. All right. I like that. A lot of coastline over there.
Mass 3. New Hampshire. I'll go Connecticut 4 because of the pizza and also the seafood there. Go Connecticut 4. New Hampshire 5, and I've not been to Vermont, so I can't.
Again, just
By
maple syrup
default.
and Ben and Jerry's. That's
Yeah.
all I really know as far as their food scene is concerned.
What would you say was the hardest thing to learn growing up?
Probably learning how to like use, save, or spend money.
You legit worked in banking, did you not?
You're welcome.
Are you still with Dime Bank or are you too Hollywood now?
Okay, rude, but yes, I am.
Imagine your followers finding out you're with a Connecticut-based bank.
Okay, first of all, they have a branch in Wesley, Rhode Island, which is where we grew up. So really, that's brownie points because I'm sticking to my roots. Second, I think everyone would appreciate that I'm with a bank that knows and understands their community. Their tagline is legit, community banking lives here.
Hey, I'm not asking you to sell me on it. I've been banking with them for years, and they know me on a first-name basis. I'm just saying, I'm surprised is all. I can see the headlines now. Mr. Anti-Connecticut actually banks with local community bank?
Okay, you know what? Follow along with me here. They're FDIC insured, equal housing lenders, wicked friendly. They take care of all my personal needs, have expansive products to help all my businesses, offer lending across the board, merchant services. What more could I possibly want or need? And you know that I secretly like Connecticut, so...
Oh, I hope you heard that, folks. Dime Bank is the reason Ian loves Connecticut.
Okay, you're ridiculous. Funny story though. You know how they have like the mobile app with like banking, Lifesaver. You can do all the deposits. Have you tried to teach your mom how to do the mobile deposit
No.
yet? I was teaching my mom how to do it, and she takes a selfie instead of the check. Visit dimebank.com to learn more. Okay, so you are a New England foodie, so to speak. Obviously, you're specifically here in Rhode Island. However, I would like to ask you if you wouldn't mind giving me your top 5 New England foods. And it should be in order from your favorite to not necessarily your least favorite, but what would be your top 5 New England based foods?
I'm gonna put the Oneyville, New York system hot wiener
That's it. We love it.
number 1. It has to be from Oneyville too.
Right. Little arm sweat.
Yep.
Extra
yep,
juices.
Yep. With the coffee milk. Of
With the
course.
coffee milk. Yes.
Probably a lobster roll.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Hot
I like
lobster roll?
it needs the hot butter on it.
Oh,
the
yeah.
toasted bread.
Oh,
Talking my language.
I love a good stuffy with hot
Oh,
sauce
yeah.
and butter on it.
Oh, yes.
Perfect. Sticking with the summer theme, probably oysters. Love oysters.
Where are you getting yours from?
Matunic oyster bar,
Matunic
for
oyster?
sure.
Okay. I naturally assumed that, but
Yeah. And I'm gonna go with the pizza.
Ooh, number
Pizza for
5.
sure. Yeah.
Connecticut, New Haven style? Like you like a good Connecticut pizza, or do
I-
you like a bar pizza?
I have not been to New Haven, Connecticut.
Oh, so you've
to
never
try their
had
pizza.
a good.
I definitely need to. I know Portnoy.
the pizza
that's his
really
favorite.
is the best
Is it?
there. It really
I,
is.
I hear it is.
It really is. Although one of them was the Frank Pepe's, which we have here.
Yeah, it's in Warwick. It's okay though.
But yeah, I mean but you can't trust it. You got to get it from like
Yeah,
a
it's not the
local New
real-
Haven,
yeah.
like family based one.
Well, I think the Frank Pepe's down there is like, and this
The
I
O-
could
is like
be-
the OG.
I was gonna say, I think it's the original one where it's like it's not like a franchise or a branch off, so it's for real.
It's the OG.
Yeah, and
They have,
they're
like,
not
the clam
small
pizza,
pizzas.
right?
No.
Those pizzas are like this big.
I think that's like the one, like the famous ones, like
Yeah.
the Clam.
You ever had a clam pizza?
Clam pizza. No.
That's like a staple in Connecticut.
like clam.
Is it?
casino
The Frank
or
Pepe
something.
is what they're known for, is their clam pizza.
That does sounds like something I'd like. I like clams. I like pizza. I'm sure that
It's a good
that's
combo for you.
excellent.
Nice
You'd let it rock.
I would for sure.
What's your thoughts on the Newport food scene?
I think they have a great food scene. Smokehouse barbecue for barbecue is really good.
Oh, okay.
That's not something you hear a lot from
No.
Rhode Islanders. Barbecue. I feel like we do miss that.
Yeah, we don't have a ton of land with
yeah.
cows. And,
Shout out Dirks.
I was gonna say maybe. It's, I
Dirks,
mean, we
yeah.
went
Dirks is
to.
good, yeah.
We took him to Texas for his bachelor party, so barbecue. Down
I went
there.
to Texas last
Austin?
year. Yep.
We went Dirks, right? That's what you said.
No, I said, well, shout out Dirks, but Terry Black's would be like the one.
Yeah, I
Oh,
went, I
I'm
went to
sorry.
Terry Black's.
Dirks is good. I'm
here.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Dirks is where we went for
My
his.
bad. My bad. Oh,
after
your
party
wedding.
from the wedding.
Yeah, the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah.
Rehearsal dinner.
We had a lot of meats for that man's wedding. If you know what I'm saying. Where'd you go in Austin?
I went to Terry Black's.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
I heard that. It was excellent.
Phenomenal, right?
Yeah. But I've
Hot
heard-
take. When I was in Texas, didn't have a good mac and cheese and didn't have a good cornbread. Meat was delicious. Never liked the mac and cheese or the cornbread.
The
Fell short.
Terry Black's mac and cheese was good.
No, it wasn't.
I thought it was good.
The where else did we go?
We went to KJ, which was like the Egyptian one, which was
the food truck one.
Yeah,
That
the
food truck one.
That was okay.
That was a
That
tough
one was
one,
good.
though. It
I
was
like that
good,
one.
but I mean, for me personally, I can't rate them because I was so full from everything else that day.
ate
I
too
had
much.
no
Yeah.
business eating more food that night. I should have just stayed home, but I piled it on.
Yeah. You know what it was? It was probably those double stuffed Oreos.
Oh God,
that you had
don't-
that you had at the
you brought it up.
inside joke. Okay. Anyways, so the Newport food scene you're saying is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Is there another state that you have traveled to or country or anything like that where you're like, this food is a little bit better?
A country. I just came back from Greece, and I thought the food there was
Ooh,
excellent.
what did you have in Greece?
Greece, they have a lot of like, what are they called? They're kind of like these green leaves. I can't think of the name off the top of my head.
Like grape leaves?
Grape leaves. Yeah,
Gotcha,
those
okay.
were good. They actually have a lot of good. They had some good pizza there.
Ooh, all right.
I know,
Like a Greek style?
Yeah, like it had like mushrooms, cheese. The gyros there are excellent.
Oof.
They had like the different
they're
types of
delicious.
meat. They have chicken, steak, fries in them, and the tzatziki sauce. I thought it was excellent, and I wasn't prepared for Greece to have great food, so that really shocked me.
Very fresh too, right? Did you have any seafood
yeah.
while you were there? I heard they got pretty good seafood.
Yeah, I had some fish. It was like cut right in front of me from the places I went to, and it was
Oh
excellent.
man. Nothing better than that.
For
Yep.
real.
I've never had like the fish cut in front of me. I've done the Alfredo tossed in like the little
Big bowl of cheese.
big bowl of cheese, but you're like fresh fish from the ocean, high protein. I'm like, yeah, how about when they toss the Alfredo in the cheese?
Raw.
So you would say Greece?
I wouldn't rank it above Italy because I went to Italy a few years back.
We're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking. Okay.
And after having their Italian food, it's
It's
a
tough.
lot. It's tough to come back here, and it's good, but it doesn't compare to.
How so? Give me the lowdown. Like, give me like your food breakdown of the difference in foods.
So for
Italian food.
for Italian food, like in Italy, everything's made completely fresh. I know a lot of Italian places here. Some make it like that, but it's not. It just doesn't taste. I don't as like rich and flavorful as I did when I went over there. It was like a completely different. It was just
Making the sauce from scratch, making the
yeah,
pasta from scratch.
like
It's like
cutting
all
it, laying it out. The whole process was insane.
I was gonna say I love watching people make pasta like TikToks and stuff.
Yeah.
When they make it from scratch. Oh, it's
They
so,
put the
it's-
eggs in.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Love that. It's my favorite.
that's delicious.
Yeah.
Is it sauce or gravy?
I call it sauce.
How about you?
It's sauce.
All right. I'm just double checking.
Nona says it's sauce, so it's sauce.
Yeah.
If Nona
got a
says
Nona?
it, then okay.
Gravy's the brown that you put on for Thanksgiving.
So typically we ask our guests if they want to add an additional state to New England. I'm going to ask you in a food related option if you could bring in a food to have here in New England from another state or another country, like their particular cuisine, who or what would it be?
I think we have a lot of Italy's food here, not as much as of the Greek food. So I kind of like to bring that over here. I know there's some spots, but there's not a ton
Okay.
of that.
So you're bringing in Greece.
Yep.
All right.
It's a good addition.
Add it to the list.
That's the top tier one right there.
I know it's good. It sounds very good. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe you would do some of the smoked meats from Austin, Texas.
That's
or anything
another good answer. Yeah.
But we'll go with Greece.
Be bad for our diets.
We'll get it's the last thing.
I know.
You okay over there?
There's lots of
This
food.
guy's getting heartburn just thinking about all the food
I
he
just
wants
thought
to
of another one. Probably a cheesesteak from Philly.
eat. Ooh.
went
Okay.
once.
Well,
There it
Nick,
is.
now you fucking lost us. We don't do Philly around here. That's for damn sure.
Well, that was one good. Probably the only good thing about Philly was their cheesesteak from when I
Speak for
visited.
yourself. That's just you, pal.
What do you mean?
We're on cheesesteak, dog.
What's on your head right now?
Everything.
You're wearing a Patriots hat.
It's food.
Yeah,
We don't
food.
want Philly. We just want
Yeah,
the food.
just the
I want nothing Philly in New
you
York.
asked the question. You
Or
can't.
New York and New England. Give us a little lowdown. You a big sports guy?
Yep.
I know you got the
Huge.
Pats hat on, so let's hear it. Give us your top New England sports teams in order.
Current or that I like.
Whatever,
or-
however you want to break this down, it's yours. This is your voting poll, so break it down to us however you'd like.
Well, right now it's the Celtics are the best team in town.
So you're going Celtics number one.
Right now, for the time being, Celtics. Yeah, it was Patriots during the Brady Bill era, but that's past us.
Yeah,
Now we got the Vrabes May.
Yeah, that's true. We got
coming
Vrabel
down.
coming in.
that's it.
I love it.
How about 2, 3, 4? You got to rank all of them in order for me.
All right, right now I'll go Celtics 1 right now. Then it's tough from there. I'll go Celtics 1, Sox 2.
It's perfect for this.
Bruins, and then right now Patriots are last.
Wow. Okay. Feeling some type of way about it.
That's fair.
I'm a little optimistic about this season, though. I think.
Well, we talked about it before. He's the same age as us, so he doesn't know. We don't know how to lose. So
Yeah.
like the
He's
last 4
31.
years,
We're 2 years older than him.
well, it's still. You know what I meant.
I'm just saying, we're getting old, man. Stop trying to make us young.
You're getting old.
I'm getting old. That hurt my knee to cross my leg like
I was
that.
gonna say that's why I move so much. My inflammation. But we joke about it all the time because we're really not. I mean, because we started watching football in the early 2000s when they really popped off. So everything before that, we don't know about.
We only know Bill and Brady.
Yeah, we only know Bill and Brady
2001.
winning.
2001 was my first year I actually watched.
Yeah.
My first ever game was the Raiders game, the Tuck Rule game.
No
They
kidding.
won. That was my first football game.
What an
You
electric
went
way to
there?
start.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
go
I
to
was
it.
gonna say,
just watching
were you
on
cold?
TV.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
Usually when
As-
it snows, it's not as cold, though.
I know that's so stupid.
It's freezing when there's snow on the ground, and then there's a wind
Honestly,
chill.
the wind is the worst.
The
I feel like
wind.
the closest game ever was the one that you and I went to against Cincinnati. Thank God it was during the day.
Well, so
It was like 3 degrees out with like
realistically,
a negative.
it was definitely the coldest game, but that was the one game I was genuinely prepared for clothing wise. The coldest game I ever can recall is when the Titans came in.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
That was
playoff
like
game.
negative
Beer
5 in the
froze.
playoffs. That was
Yeah.
brutal.
You'd buy a beer, and by the time you got back, I don't know why we were drinking cold beer, and it's negative 10, and it would be frozen by the time you got back to your seat.
Wow.
It
Yeah,
was insane.
It was a freezing game.
Insane.
Awesome. Nick, where can everybody find you online?
You can find me Perks_Eats on Instagram and TikTok.
Awesome. Anything fun and exciting coming up that everyone should be on the lookout for, or just kind of stay tuned for more awesome, delicious food reviews?
With the summer approaching, probably a lot of new spots. But yeah, I guess just stay tuned to find out.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Summer
Fantastic.
Rocks, baby.
All right, folks, that is going to wrap up episode 39 of the So New England podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Nick, thank you so much for coming on and being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Remember, folks,
Life's better in New England.
Red Sox crack and the Celtics fly. Patriots fight and the Bruins grind. From 6 great states, we raise this sound. New